begin, sir? Welcome to this curtain raiser press conference of the 18th Mumbai International Film Festival. MIFF is the oldest and largest film festival for documentary films in South Asia. To announce the details of this edition of MIFF, I have on the dais with me Secretary INB Shri Sanjay Jaju, Additional Secretary Ms. Neerja Shekhar, MD NFDC and Festival Director Shri Prithul Kumar. I would now request Festival Director Shri Prithul Kumar to first make the presentation, followed by opening remarks by Secretary Shri Jaju. The floor thereafter would be open for your questions. Just to inform you, this press conference is also being live streamed and some people from Mumbai are also joining in here. Thank you. Prithul.
Respected Secretary Sir, Additional Secretary Madam, DGPIB, and my dear friends from the media. So this is the curtain raiser conference for the 18th Mumbai International Film Festival. It's a biennial event which celebrates the documentaries, the animation films and the short films. And can I have the next slide please? And this time the important things at this festival is that the ministry is organizing this with the help of NFDC. Earlier this edition used to be organized by the film division, which was an organization under the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, and now it has been merged with the NFDC. The festival will also host a first ever documentary film bazaar, and with this we'll go to the next slide. And this festival is not going to be held only in Mumbai. This will also be held concurrently at Delhi, Chennai, Pune and Kolkata, with the MIFF screenings being held. We'll talk about it later. So this is some glimpses of the last IFFI, MIFF, which was held in 2022. Next please. This time at MIFF 2024, we have had record number of submissions with the total number of 1018 films in the segment of documentaries, animation and short films. The total prize money for this for the international and national competitions is about 42 lakh rupees. And in this edition, the total selected films by the screening committees are 314, which are from 59 countries. And at this point, I'd like to tell you that the last edition we had only 30 countries participation. So it's almost the double number of countries which are participating, and 61 languages films will be screened in this festival. So this is about it, that in Mumbai, the film division Pedder Road complex will form the main venue for the festival, where the festival films will be screened, where the film bazaar will be happening, where there'll also be pavilions, there'll also be master classes. We'll talk about it later in the presentation. And apart from that, in Delhi, City Fort Auditorium, the festival films will be screened. In Kolkata, SRFTI Auditorium. In Chennai, NFDC's Tagore Film Center. And in Pune, NFAI Auditorium, the films will be screened. And on all these venues also, there'll be gala red carpets which will be happening for one day of the festival. And all these specific details which we are talking in the presentation throughout will be available at the website also, which is www.miff.in. Next please. So this year we've already said that 314 films will be showcased, out of which we are proud to announce that 8 of the films are world premieres in the selections, 5 are international premieres, 18 are Asia premieres, and 21 India premieres. In the international competition this year, we have 25 international selections, and in the national competition we have 77 films there. This year the special theme has been kept as India in the Amrit Kal, and 6 films have been selected by the screening committee which will be competing in this special theme, wherein these non-feature films will be showcasing the growth and development and prosperity which is happening in India. So this will be our this year's theme for the MIFF. Then the special packages at MIFF, special package The first important segment is the Mission Life package, in which 5 films will be screened based on the issues relating to the campaign for all the people to come together and take up the lifestyle for environment. So these will be the feature there. Then wildlife films, which form a very important documentary format. There'll be acclaimed films from international films in this. And then the Asian women filmmakers, 5 films have been curated. The Oscar and the Berlinale shorts form a package, which is a very important package this time, because these are films which are of highest quality, who have participated in the last 2 years in Oscars and have been curated by the Berlinale, the famous Berlin Film Festival. And the country focused films, this time we'll have from the 7 countries. They have given their important films of this segment, and we will be totally having 17 films from these 7 countries. There'll be restored classics in this section, which have been restored by the NFDC and FAI. There is specifically an animation packages from 4 countries, from France, Slovenia, Argentina, and Greece, comprising about 47 films. There are 12 colleges, film colleges, from which the students' films have been kept, of a total of 45 films, including the best of colleges in India from FTI, SRFTI, Whistling Woods, and also we have included Babelsberg, a package of about 10-12 films from Babelsberg, Germany, which are a very famous college there. Next. The opening film of the festival will be Bully and Molly, an otter love story. So this is a documentary on set in Shetland Islands in Scotland, in UK, and this is going to be an India premiere this time, and the opening film will be screened at 2:30 p.m. at Mumbai, and also concurrently at all the other festival venues. Next. These are the list of awards which are given in the international competition section and the national competition section. Next, please. So we will circulate also this presentation. Of course, everything has been put in the press brief also. The international jury this time is very, very acclaimed filmmakers. The 5 members in the international jury who will be watching the international competition films and selecting the films for the awards. Next, please. This is the national competition jury, which will be watching the national competition films in all the 3 segments, from documentary, animation, and short films. Next, please. This time we have included, this is also one of the new packages which has been included in MIFF, wherein we'll be showcasing the accessible films. There'll be films with the Indian Sign Language and closed captions, which will be for the hearing impaired, and there'll be film for visually impaired with audio description. And there is a special film called Crossover, which will have a live dance performance on the Indian Sign Language in this film. And the venue at Mumbai will be made accessible with the help of with a partner, Swayam, a not-for-profit organization, which will not only make the venue completely accessible to Divyangjans, but also ensure that the volunteers engaged in the festival are also trained appropriately to handle the Divyangjan at the festival venue. The opening and closing ceremonies will be held on 15th and the 21st, and they will be held at NCPA, the Nariman Point, Mumbai. There will be various cultural performances, which will include the journey of Indian animation, which will also include the journey of MIFF through since 1990. And this time in the opening ceremony, we'll be also showcasing the student film of FTII, which won the last CINEF award at the 77th Cannes Film Festival. And few countries have also come forward, and Sri Lanka and Argentina their performances, their cultural performances will be part in the opening and the closing respectively. There'll also be a segment of gala and red carpets in the MIFF screenings. In Mumbai, every evening at 5 o'clock, there'll be gala red carpets of 2 films. So, as told earlier, there'll be exclusive gala red carpets in Delhi on the 17th of June, in Chennai on the 18th of June, in Kolkata on the 19th, and Pune on the 20th. And we will be, as we come near to the festival, we'll also be disclosing one by one as to what are the gala red carpets which will be happening in this festival. Earlier, this film festival was only about the celebration of films of this segment, and it only used to showcase the content from India and abroad. But this time we have it has been thought that not just the celebration but the business of films also has to be included for these features, because this segment needs much more support in terms of funding and appropriate people for collaborations. So this time it will also has a documentary film bazaar, wherein it has had applications for about 200 projects from more than 10 countries and 27 languages. So this is for the first edition. This is a very good number, and this will have a co-production market for which the jury has selected 16 projects, and they will be showcased for sales, for co-productions with the other people, with the buyers and sellers who attend the festival. Similarly, work in progress lab, 6 projects have been selected, which will be mentored by international mentors on the scripts, on the editing, and they will be also available for in the film bazaar. Then viewing room will have 106 finished final cut projects of documentaries, animation and short films, which will be available for festival programmers, which will be available for buyers and co-producers to be able to think of collaborating with this. Then there'll also be a segment of open buyers and sellers meet, which will promote collaborations between the production and the syndication, acquisition, distribution and sales. A dedicated, this time it has been recognized that not just the film industry but also the other corporates, they can support documentary filmmaking from their CSR funds, because they address a lot of social issues, a lot of environmental issues, which can make a larger impact, and thus the utilization of CSR funds for that vertical can be very, very beneficial for the real outcome from it for the corporate industry. So FICCI and CII all have been tied up, and important people from all the other industry segments will also be attending this and looking into this aspect of it. Then there is more than 20 master classes and panel discussion from international guests, national and international filmmakers and eminent critics, which will be held here at the Mumbai venue. And there is also an animation and a VFX pipeline workshop which will be held, for which we had taken out entries, and it was just filled up within few days, and we'll be having more 20 people getting trained on a 5-day workshop from a international trainer which is coming from Warner Bros. With the IDPA, the International Documentary Producers Association, is collaborated and will be organizing 5 open forums which will be based on topics of importance in this segment. This is the Mumbai venue. We are aware that this is now the rains are going to set in from 10th of June, and for that the venue has been completely geared up, and there'll be continuous rain shades and connecting the hangars, the venues, the auditoriums. So it'll be a very, very friendly venue for people to come and attend over there, and which will, even this complex, FD and FDC complex, has a parking of more than 100 vehicles, so it'll be very, very easy for people to come here and attend. And apart from that, the whole festival branding and venue has been done through the National Institute of Design and National Institute of Design, Ahmedabad. There has been more than 20 brands who have associated in various forms of corporate partnerships, and we are looking forward to more and more corporate participation so that this festival can be enhanced. Next. The portal for MIFF, as I said, it is www.miff.in. It is already up, and it has got all the relevant details about the festival. And as and when we are keeping on finalizing on various things, various programs, it will be available. There will be a press section from where you can download the festival details, and also during the festival we'll keep uploading the photographs with the help of our organizations. And there will also be a dedicated mobile app for the first time here in this, wherein the delegates will be given their delegate passes also on that, and they can also give their feedback of various activities, various screenings which they do in MIFF, so they can of course give a feedback on that, and which will help us to even improve better for the next time. The delegate registrations are already on. More than about 1,500 delegates have already registered. The delegate registration is also being done through Book My Show, and Mumbai, the delegate registration has been kept at 500 rupees, because there you can witness the whole festival. And Delhi, Chennai and Kolkata and Pune, it is free, because there will be only MIFF screenings over there, and students and press are free at all the venues. And Secretary Sir wanted to announce that this time that for the next 3 days the delegate registrations would be free for all the people. We would show you a MIFF public service awareness film about MIFF.
Thank you, Shefali ji. Thanks, friends, all of you. At the outset, let me apologize for the inconvenience. You know, I understand today is a busy day, and all of you have been moving from one venue to another. So my apologies for that. As you might have all seen during the course of the presentation, the Mumbai International Film Festival, the 18th version of the Mumbai International Film Festival, is slated to start from the 15th of this month. It's a program which is going to go on from 15th till 21st June 2024. And we realize that, you know, we are just getting very close to the event, and it's important that we inform the media in advance, not just here but all across the country, because as you might have noticed during the course of the presentation, this time, although the main event is happening, as the name suggests, it's happening in Mumbai from 15th of June, but this time we have actually, you know, spread it across the geography of our country, and the event is going to be held in parallel across multiple towns within our country. You will also have screenings happening in Delhi here in the City Fort Auditorium. You'll also have screenings in Kolkata, you will have screenings in Pune, you will also have screenings in Chennai. So while the main conference is going to be, and all the master classes, etc., are going to be conducted in Mumbai, there will be a lot of activity for people here in Delhi as well. And we thought, this is an opportunity for us to inform all of you so that you can provide some space to this very important festival. And there are a lot of people who are interested in documentaries, there are a lot of people who are interested in short films, there are a lot of people who are interested in animation. In fact, there are more people now interested in this kind of this aspect of filmmaking than the feature film versions, and we thought it will be an opportunity for us to inform all of them about this very important event that's going to be happening in this city as well as across the country starting next week, next Saturday. Friends, as you all can see, Mumbai International Film Festival has a huge history. It started in 1990. So we have had 17 versions of Mumbai International Film Festival, and as I understand, there are actually a large number of actors in our country, large number of performers, large number of cine producers, cine directors, and those associated with filmmaking who have actually kind of started their career with Mumbai International Film Festival. So it's a great opportunity, and this is coming at the in the backdrop of our recent performance at the Cannes Film Festival, where all of you are aware an unprecedented success was achieved by our filmmakers. So I think this is another opening and another opportunity for us to make a pivotal place for our country, create a pivotal place for our country in the international film festivals landscape. As you can all see, this festival has had a good run till now. We have had large number of entries. I understand this is a record number. Close to 1,000 film submissions were made, and now you have 300 odd films which have now entered the programming section, coming in from over 59 countries and across 61 languages. I think this shows the importance of an event like this in terms of not just the diversity, but at the same time, in allowing our soft power to go out, and multiple countries taking interest in this festival, making submissions, and becoming a part of this very important event. As you can all see, the opening program, the inaugural program, is slated to be held in Mumbai on the 15th, and as Prithul just now pointed out, we have also lined up a lot of events happening in Delhi as well. You have red carpets being arranged in Delhi, as well as all the other towns. Delhi, it's going to be held on 17th of June, Chennai it's 18th, Kolkata 19th, Pune 20th, and while you will have red carpets happening in Mumbai every day. We have also lined up a very interesting schedule, not just in the competition section, but across other parallel sessions which are going to be held as part of this program. As you can also see that this program has the delegate registration, and we have decided to make it voluntary so that more and more people can join it, and already a lot of many registrations have happened, but I would request all of you to impress upon your viewers as well as readers to know about this very important festival and become a part of this festival. Mumbai International Film Festival is arguably South Asia's, at least, the oldest and the largest film festival. And the good thing is that this time we are not just creating opportunities for those who want to experience and view such films, but an opportunity for our filmmakers to be in a position to exhibit their wares and get buyers. So create a kind of a bazaar in which such films could be transacted upon. And this is being held for the first time. And I think this will allow our people to get exposed to what's happening in the world. At the same time, this will also give them an opportunity to get some capital into this particular segment. As you all understand, in many of these projects there will not be too much of a commercial aspect involved. So that's why the starting of the film bazaar or the documentaries film bazaar is going to be a very important step in this direction. As was mentioned, we are one of the biggest film producing countries in the world. Close to about 2,000 films are being produced in our country every year. Multiple languages. In fact, if one has to mention two important sources of entertainment in our country, you will have cricket on one side and possibly cinema on the other. And both of them have a huge place in our culture, in our entertainment culture. And at the same time, when it comes to movies, we also have both commercial movies being made out, but at the same time a lot of parallel cinema being done. And I think that is a good sign for creating a very diverse filmmaking and film going culture in our country. And such festivals which are held once in 2 years, it's a biennial event, also provide opportunity to a lot of independent filmmakers in our country, those who would normally not have access to big studios, big funding. They will all be in a position to come here and get occupy an important place in the overall country's film landscape. But at the same time, it will provide them a lot of networking opportunities, create a lot of B2B moments, and some of these impressions would also help them advance not just their own business, but at the same time it will also help them in creating opportunities for the overall ecosystem. Because as you understand, filmmaking is an ecosystem business. You require from start to finish, if you look at it, there are a large number of stakeholders involved. This supply chain is fairly diverse. At the same time, everybody has their own unique requirements. At the same time, people come in with their own USPs and their own experiences. And all this put together ultimately, culminates in the form of the movies that we see. So it's a fairly wide landscape and a supply chain. And it's important that festivals like this start catering to this huge landscape. It's good that this time Indian animation, as you all understand, animation and VFX have now become integral to filmmaking. I mean, all of us have seen what Bahubali and RRR did, or there are other movies where a lot of animation as well as VFX are being used, and all these movies have also got not just opportunities for our own filmmakers, but at the same time it's a huge opportunity for our economy, because there are a large number of foreign films which are also getting their post-production work done in our country. So that's why animation is a very important segment which has been brought into the Mumbai International Film Festival. We have good intellectual property as far as Indian characters are concerned in the animation segment. You have the likes of Chhota Bheem, you have the Hanuman series, you have the Chacha Chaudhary, you have the Motu Patlu, you have the Krish Trish, Balti Boy. Many such projects have not just earned good name here, but have also achieved international recognition. And I think these properties which ultimately are going to bring in not just foreign capital, at the same time it will also help us enhance our own soft power, our country's soft power. So it's good that animation has now become integral to the MIFF, and I'm sure this festival is also going to provide opportunity to all those who are indulging in animation and VFX work. We have been working on improving the Mumbai International Film Festival both qualitatively as well as quantitatively. Last 2-3 months we have had multiple iterations to make it bigger and better. And I'm very happy that today I can safely tell you that this year it's not just going to be bigger quantitatively, but it's also going to be bigger qualitatively. There are a lot of new things that we are trying out this year. The bazaar being one, spreading it across cities is another. At the same time, animation has become a very important and been brought in as an important segment. At the same time, we are also ensuring that accessibility issues are adhered to, as was mentioned by Prithul. And we are also providing opportunity to our students at the Film and Television Institute of India and SRFTI and IIMC to be part of this experience. And all this would allow India to become a powerhouse, not just in feature films, but at the same time in the other important aspects of filmmaking. So once again, my thanks to all of you for being able to come to this meeting at such a short notice, despite such a busy day. And I'm sure you'll spread the word around. I know many of you also would be enthusiasts of movies, etc. I request all of you to be part of it. Of course, we are going to be opening the media registrations, etc. There will also be a media center set up in Mumbai at the festival venue itself. So I will request all of you to spread the word around. Those who can come to Mumbai, please come over there. Those who can't, would request you to be part of it in whichever city you are in, because we are doing it in multiple cities this time. So thanks once again, and welcome to the Mumbai International Film Festival. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We may take a few questions here. I would request whoever's asking the question kindly first introduce your name as also the organization before you begin. Please, go ahead. Just take the mic, he's just getting that to you.
Good afternoon to everybody. I'm Sanjay Agarwal, representing World News. Sir, I wanted to know more about this Indian animation. How do you define that? Like animation today, like if it's being processed in India, and if I am an Indian filmmaker and I'm getting it processed outside in a lab outside India, then would it still be in Indian animation? So if you could just spell out how does it work, sir?
So very nice question. In fact, if you look at it from the way you've asked the question, the animation can be an intellectual property. Like sir was mentioning that Chota Bheem is an Indian character. So if the character is Indian, it's an Indian animation. The processing is at various levels. So, some kind of character drawing can be here, maybe some kind of processing of movements can have been done at some of the labs, some of this thing. But I'll also like to tell you, besides the IP of Indian animation getting created here in India, the other important factor is a lot of animation films which are international in nature, they are also coming to India and getting their processing done here, rather than we going outside and doing it. In fact, in the master classes also, we have kept a couple of sessions on this topic, and we're very proud that now the animation sector in India is very, very strong. Animation and VFX sector are related. So they're very, very strong, and a lot of foreign films are getting their animation and VFX done in India.
And here also, I think your understanding is quite correct that this is like a fairly integrated picture, an integrated whole when it comes to animation, visual effects, gaming, comics. I mean, this entire segment is completely interconnected with each other. I mean, you can, for example, we all use animation in whichever form. If you're a channel operator, you will use animation of different kinds. But if you are as a Chota Bheem creator, you'll again use animation. If you're a feature filmmaker, even there you will be using a lot of animation. In fact, I don't know, all of you are aware of the fact that in RRR, it's not as if they've used the real animals. I mean, all the animals that were used in Bahubali and RRR, they were all animated, and which is not bad at all. But effectively, this is what the segment is. You can't even differentiate between the real and the created characters. But the fact is that this is a huge segment, but we're still not one of the world leaders. While we make the largest number of movies arguably in the world, but we still do not have a huge share coming in. That's why I need to promote this sector. We're looking at this sector as a very important economic multiplier, as well as it also has a huge potential for employment generation. So we'll talk about it in subsequent briefs when we come to you. But yes, this segment is as important as as you understand, the regular filmmaking sector and the film sector that we all talk about. Thank you.
Any other question? Please, 126.
I must thank you very much for holding a film festival. It's after a gap of, I think, 2-3 years. But kudos to all of you. But my question is that you are holding the festival in a heat of summer, where scorching heat has, taken us very difficult to even to come to this place. And my second question is that you have given a long list, and this being your subject, you know it by heart. But if we have to select, we should have a proper brochure. If brochure is given, then we can, sort out which place to go, which to see, and then you don't have called some celebrities. ठीक है, panel is also good. You have international panel, but the people go for celebrities, and they draw crowds. So what is your take on the subject? Thank you.
So I agree, it's been a very hot summer, and the good news is that the monsoon has already arrived, and this is being held now we are not worried about the heat right now in Mumbai. It will be the rains in Mumbai, where it's being principally held. And on the other side, we are also planning to do it in some other cities this year. As I told you, we're doing it in Chennai, we're doing it in Kolkata, Delhi. We're also doing it in Pune, because we have our own theaters and our institutions there. Coming to the brochure, yes, as was pointed out by Prithul, we also have an app, and the app is going to be live in a day or so, apparently. And the entire schedule, the brochure of which film is being screened when, which event is being held where, when, all this will be available not just on our app but on our websites, and in multiple forms. It will all be tweeted, etc. So you will not have any problem in terms of accessing the entire schedule. A lot of celebrities also are coming. I mean, not just in the inaugural function, many of these film screenings which are going to happen will also have their own cast and crew coming in. So we were just talking about the content part, but you'll also have a lot of glitzy part also around. So we'll request all of you to be part of it, and we'll also create some selfie booths here and there, so that people can have an opportunity to click with their favorite celebrity at multiple venues. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you all of you for joining in. There is provision for high tea on the 4th floor. Please join in there. Kindly introduce your name and organization before you begin.
I'm Pradeep Kumar. I do cover in English newspaper. Sanjay Jaju, the content of the 59 countries film is jury by the jury, Indian jury, and as well as the overseas juries.
So after the entries we've had, all these films were seen by 3 screening committees, primarily Indian people, but they saw all the films which were worthy of screening this in the Mumbai International Film Festival, and they have selected. Now for the awards, there will be international competition and national competition. Of course, as you've seen that the jury, the details are here. In the international jury, there are 2 Indians, international, of course, the international figures, but other people are from UK and other parts of the world. Same is with the national competition jury. It's not only that Indian people are there. In fact, international jury members are also there.
So it's a collaborative effort. Yes, it's largely funded by Government of India, and we only tap sponsorships from those who have who have connect with events like this. We just don't go around and scout for funds from PSUs, etc. So it will be only those corporates who have interest in the segment, because it's not the question of funding. Funding is being provided by Government of India. We don't have shortage of funds as far as events like this is concerned. Bulk of the funding is done by Government of India, but sponsorships are being raised from all those corporates, companies and organizations which have stakes in events like this. All the industry associations, not just FICCI, CII. He mentioned about the Documentary Producers Association, right? At the same time, there is an association which handles the animation, visual effects, comic sector. So all these associations have also been integrated with the event, because after all these events are actually industry events, because we treat film sector also as an industry for us, and that's how we look at this segment, and that's how we look at the conduct of these events. These events, on the one hand, have a very intangible aspect of our soft power going outside, but at the same time it has a huge tangible opportunity for those who are in this business and those who are part of this industry. So this is how we look at the events like this. Thank you.
Just to add, sir, the CSR funding is for the documentary projects which will be pitching to these people. So we are not taking that CSR. So a documentary filmmaker, they will pitch certain documentary filmmakers around environmental themes or social themes. They'll be pitching to these corporates, and the corporates can in turn fund them through their CSR funding. That's the match which we are trying to make in this festival.
Thanks a lot. Thank you.
I think, and we'll also give a press brief, right? At
Sure,
the end
sir.
of the show.
We would be.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Join for tea on the 4th floor.